I'll start with a finished object. I made the Something Wicked mitts. No. Oh, well, I did make the Something Wicked mitts. I finished my Something Wicked mitts and I've been wearing those and I'll have to get them. I'm gonna be in like a different position every time I get up from my chair, I'm sorry. Got my hair cut about a month ago because I was interviewed by Christy Glass. Well, it was getting long. I usually like cut it like once every 6 months anyway. Like really short. I usually cut it really short. But this was a little bit shorter than I've gone in the past. It's gonna grow out really quickly, and it already has grown out to a little bit more of a comfortable length than it was before. But when it first got cut really short, I was like, ooh, yikes. Okay, so these are the Something Wicked mitts, and cable motif was a little bit off. They're super cute. The yarn is from Fox and Feather Yarn Company, and it's the colorway Squid Ink. What I finished is the Underwing mitts by Erica Hauser, and they look awesome. I'm really happy about them. This is them. They look so good, I think. I've been on a bit of a color work kick lately because I finally, after many years of knitting, figured out how to do color work. And the secret, in my experience, to doing color work is catching your floats. I actually catch my floats a lot more often than people recommend to do it, but I find that it makes the tension way better. For this white part, like here or something, or where there's like a really long row of just white, people recommend that you would catch the floats like every 5 stitches, but I do it like every 2 stitches, which I know is a little bit crazy, but like I said, it makes the tension way more even for me. That's totally up to you. Maybe it's a little bit overkill, but I like to do it that way. The yarns that I used for this are both Wollensbein yarns. The black or charcoal gray color is called Grim, and the white beigey neutral color is her Solstice colorway, which I really love. Both of those were gifts, and I'm the luckiest girl on earth. Kristen gave me one just for like working for her, and then one for doing the layout for her new pattern, the Something Wicked mitts. So I was sick again, unfortunately, and I think that I've been sick this year a lot because I've been babysitting a lot of different children. I work for a babysitting service. I'm in school part-time, but part-time I am also babysitting. While I was sick, I started the first Fair Isle sweater from U & Co, I believe. It's a top-down sweater, so you start off with doing all this shaping, and then you do color work until you get to the waist. And this is what it looks like so far. So while I was sick for like a week, I had a really high fever, or not a high fever, but I had a fever. And I just did this the whole time. So this is, the yarn is Jamieson and Smith, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think that I got to a point where I was working on this exclusively all the time, and I got a little sick of it, and I put it down, and I haven't picked it up in about a week or so, and now I like it again. So I think that it was just like I was staring at it for too long. The next whip that I have to show you is this one. This is the Rebel-Shawl by Lesley Ann Robinson. And what I mentioned in a couple of my previous podcasts or videos was that I wasn't crazy about how busy it looks with this really colorful speckled yarn, because it totally obscures the actual pattern. And I still feel that way, but I also kind of feel like I don't really care that much because the colors are so right up my alley, especially for what I wear in the spring and summer. I wear a lot of blue and pink, and so whatever. That's it. But I am going to run out of yarn very, very soon, and I just started the motif on the bottom. So this is yarn I dyed, this one. And I dyed it this summer at a class at Slip Stitch Needlecraft, which no longer exists, unfortunately. You may remember if you've been watching me for a while, but I don't have anything at home to actually do any more dyeing. So I was considering buying stuff to do that, but I also could just try to find something that's kind of similar. At least, I mean, because it's like, it's in the back. I actually like this color more than, this side more than the front, maybe a little bit. It's the back, so if I find something that matches this light blue color and maybe has some of the same or similar speckles, I could probably get away with it. I don't know, we'll see. I might go to Brooklyn General tomorrow and see what they have, if there's time, because we're gonna go get new glasses tomorrow as my birthday date, because we're nerds. Another whip I have to show you is this sweater. It's the Weekender sweater. See, it's really been a long time. I've really knit a lot of things. This is the Weekender sweater by Andrea Mowry. It looks like a complete mess right now. It kind of is a complete mess right now. It doesn't look like much. Just a big purple sweater. This yarn is Noro Silk Garden Solo. In their it's a worsted weight yarn, and I really do not like working with this yarn. I'm gonna be okay with the finished product. I don't think I'm gonna be crazy about it. And now that I'm looking at it, it kind of looks huge, so whatever. It is what it is. Sometimes you have to follow your creative impulses, and like some projects are gonna be better than others. Unfortunately, that's just like how it goes being any kind of artist or creative person. I really don't like working with this yarn. It's rough, and I've been working on wooden needles. I like working on wooden needles because I get problems with my wrists sometimes. I find that working with wooden needles is a little bit easier on my hands. But my point is that the yarn is really rough and the needles are wooden, so that makes for a lot of friction, which does not make the knitting go easily. And there is zero elasticity in this yarn. This is it loose, and this is me pulling on it. Zero elasticity. So the last whip I have to talk about today are these. They're the kind of magic socks from Will and the Gang, and I'm really, really excited about them, mainly because they are right up my alley with the colors and the style. This was a really ambitious thing for them to do at Will and the Gang because they're so specific about your gauge needing to be perfect in order to get this pattern to work up the way it does. And they're also very specific about the way you knit them with the heel and stuff, which I just think that like not everybody's gonna love, because people like to knit their socks the way they like to knit their socks, and people get very into their own way of doing things. So you know, if you specify like you have to do it this way, some people are just not going to be happy. This is the way I knit socks because I like to knit them with DPNs. After placing this yellow yarn here for the heel, I attached the yarn again, and I'm a little bit unsure if my leopard print spots are gonna look like what they need to look like because they're a little bit like leaning to the right, and I don't know if that is how they're supposed to be or not. I don't know. They're so sort of like impressionist anyway that it might not matter at all. Anyway, I still really like them. I'm totally in a pink phase, but not like a raspberry pink, like a warm pink. It's got to be a warm pink, which this is. It looks a bit cooler on screen, but this is a pretty warm pink even. Anyway, those are my whips. So it was my birthday this week, 2 days ago, and my mom, who's amazing, gave me 2 awesome presents, which I'm gonna show you. Anyway, the first is this amazing Japanese knitting stitch Bible, and y'all, this has some incredible stitch patterns in it. Probably shouldn't show them to you, but I'm really excited that I have this book. The other thing she gave me is this, which is the soft bra kit from TaylorMade Shop. I asked for it, which comes with these 2 fabrics. This is a power mesh, and then this is a scuba fabric. And then all of these little notions in here. So I'm really looking forward to that. I've been wanting to make bras for quite some time because I have an unusual size and it's really expensive for me to buy bras. I also just found out that I will be teaching at Brooklyn General. I'll be teaching sewing at Brooklyn General. I already teach sewing at Brooklyn Craft Company, which is really fun. So you should sign up for my sewing classes there. But I'm also going to be teaching at Brooklyn General starting in May. But I have to promote the class, which is not like a bad thing. But I guess I'm a little bit nervous about whether or not people will come to my class. I hope they do. I hope you will if you're in the New York area. But more about that soon because we haven't figured out what the actual dates are, and so I'll promote them when I know what the dates are. The last thing I have to talk about is my Ravelry group. Oh, my knit along. So last week I showed you what the prize was. There's 2 prizes now, which I guess 1 person will get, or maybe I should have 2 people get them. Oh, it's the Clean Slate Cow. So the way to make an entry is really just it's a general chatter, pretty casual knit along. It's my first knit along, so I really am doing this just to like get to know people. We are just chatting about clearing off our needles. I'm thinking about extending the deadline because I've been a little bit late to get the Ravelry group all set up. So I will extend the deadline until April 15th. So this is where I usually do like a personal update. There hasn't been too much going on. It was my birthday. Tim and I had a really nice date on Wednesday night, which was my actual birthday. We went to see the movie Thoroughbreds. And that was really fun, and we went out to dinner beforehand, and on Saturday we're gonna go get new glasses. So I will post about those on Instagram. Hopefully I will find something that is cute and comfortable to wear for a long period of time. That's the goal. Thank you so much for checking me out. We have 200 subscribers on this channel now, so that's really exciting. That's all for today. I would love it if you left a comment, if you pressed like, or if you subscribed. I'm so sorry it's been so long. I have a couple more weeks of school for this semester, and then I will have more time to devote to this. So thanks for sticking by me. I hope you have a very lovely week and enjoy yourself. All right, take care. Thank you.